If you tried online business before and feel overwhelmed or failed, or maybe failed multiple times, I want to have conversation with you here. This video is for you. For the last many months, I was thinking about making this video and I just didn't know from what angle to start, from where to start talking about this to you, because this is so painful topic. It's absolutely incredible thing when it works, and for most people it is a disaster because lots of people are not successful with online businesses. With my personal experience for the last many years, I tried so many different things and I was thinking what works, what doesn't, why I'm failing there, what kind of obstacles do I have, how can I overcome, and depending on what type of business I've been involved at that time, I had different conclusions, but it all built my personal experience. So I have, kind of very colorful experience, and I just wanted to talk to you about the industry, what works, what doesn't, and in the first place I just wanted to give you some sort of inspiration and my thoughts on it. So right now I'm rebuilding my online business from scratch and I do it publicly. Why do I do that? For a few reasons. Number one, I want to keep track of my progress, so when I'm getting to the point where I want to be in my life, I want to look back and I want you to be one of those people, or anybody later down the road can see where I started with. So I want to show people that the point where I'm starting my business, basically majority of people can start and do the same online business and eventually be successful and be where they want in their life. I actually started this channel just to document my business journey. So back to the topic, why people fail. I'm not going to talk about mindset. Even mindset is 95% of why people fail. Okay, people have wrong expectation. Yes, we know that people are not prepared for business. They have no discipline. People have no knowledge. People have no technical skills, to use for online business. They don't know applications. They don't know many things. Plus, they have wrong approach to money and so many other things. They've been probably, misled by wrong statements. They didn't have right mentors. Yes, all these factors are heavily contributing to their failures and why they were overwhelmed and didn't get them their results. In this video today, I'm going to show you what I was struggling with, and I'll be honest with you, I was thinking so many times, what would I do differently if I start new business? I was caught many times with you have to learn this, you need to learn how to drive traffic, ads, you need to drive traffic through the funnels, you need to build funnels. Oh, boom, okay, so redirecting, my focus was redirected. Okay, you need another application to know how to create content. Oh, boom, I'm there. And okay, you need to know how to create the product. Oh, boom, I'm over there. Now you have to learn how to package the offer just to make it irresistible, and so many things you need to know. But those tiny things piling one on top of the other one, question is for you, where should I start? What should I do just to get successful? And trust me, my point is, most of people failing for one biggest reason, in my opinion. So the reason is they are thinking about tactics, how to do this, how to improve this, how to get traffic, not about the strategy and not about core concept, and they don't see their business in 3, 5, 10, 15 years down the road. So this is what I truly believe why most people who start any type of online business, why they failed. First of all, they don't know what they are building and where their business lives on. So when you think about this, you would say, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like, why is this so important? And I'll tell you, this is the core. This is why most of people fail in online business. Think about what you are going to do with your online business. I mean, what are you going to sell? What type of business model you're choosing? If you have a clear understanding what you want to do, how it works, and how you're going to build the entire business infrastructure, where it's going to be sitting, how you're going to manage, how many people are going to be helping you managing all this, first building setup and then nurturing and supporting. Your business is built on some sort of infrastructure. So this is why I failed a number of times with different business models. So I'll tell you a quick story. In 2010, where that was a time when my journey started. I was much younger. I was young, very vigorous, energetic man who had full-time job, family, 2 kids, very, dedicated father of 2. And I had to find time to manage my business. Of course, I had not much time, so I had to do it sometime in between, like 10 minutes here, 15 minutes here, a couple of hours after everybody goes to bed. I understand that most of us, people who live these days, we don't have much time. Time is a very limited resource, so that's another problem. But when you have very limited time and you really want to start something yours, something that will build your future, something that will support you financially, something that will potentially give independence not just to you but probably to your kids. Think about it. What if you could just pass it to your kids? And I was thinking what type of business I'm doing. So I tapped into network marketing. I didn't know what I'm doing. I was just eager to do something. And I got involved in one network marketing company. I didn't know how to market. I didn't know anything. So, it was wild for me. But I was so optimistic. Basically, what I've been doing, I got somebody else's affiliate link, the programs that I was promoting, raw affiliate link that was given to me, and I was just pushing it everywhere where I could, just to bring it to people's attention. Sounds simple, yeah, but imagine when you don't know how to do content marketing, ads, how to set your own website. I didn't know anything. I didn't know anything about front-end business, conversions, ROI, back-end business. I didn't know anything about that. So at that time I was, oh my God, so how can I just make some money? Basic, primitive ways, just DMs here and there. So I didn't know what I was doing. So of course, even if I made, I believe, couple of $1,000s, but I failed. And the expectation of what I had to do, how I had to do it, and how my business infrastructure was built. It was built in the air. I failed. I tried a few other business models. I didn't get any success with those. I tried some e-commerce business. I tried drop shipping. I tried service. Like I had an agency. Everything I tried, it was very complicated for me to manage. I had a website on one side here. I had to create funnels with different application. At that time, that was ClickFunnels. It was a booming, very good application. At those days, I purchased so many books of that guy, Russell, and I tried to use, some knowledge here and there, but monthly membership cost me money. I spend money on advertisement on different platform. It costs money. And I started to use different applications, one just to record my videos, another one for distribution. Then, so I had 4 or 5 applications. I could not afford more. When you have just expenses, month over month, you have to pay for your email marketing, to Aweber or GetResponse. You're paying monthly fee, not much, like $15-20 every month, but its accumulative effect was slowly discouraging me and killing me financially. When you're paying $100-150 per month just to use funnels, that's kind of an expense for average person who is not making money. How many months can you last like that? If you have to pay for Vimeo or Wistia just to host your videos, and if you have to hire somebody to help you just to manage your stuff, create content, maybe answer on some potential emails that you don't even get response, but I was trying so many different things, and I said, it's complicated. It is complicated. I was so discouraged with me. I thought, okay, that's probably me. I'm probably not smart enough. I probably, maybe it's not for me. But when I saw so many girls and boys, men and women doing this, I said, why I can't do this? And when I started to dig and I, behind the curtain, when years passed, and you see what these people who you admired and you thought they were like a big gurus in those days, when they started to open up years later after they made money and they started to be like more open, just more giving like more information, you understand that they struggled too, and they had maybe a little bit more financial resources so they could spend, and somebody could just put their brain in the right spot and just give them right direction to focus on one thing and do this and invest in the infrastructure. But everybody was struggling with infrastructure of their business. When I say infrastructure, I mean, imagine website. You have a website. WordPress is the cheapest version if you have it, yes, but you have to buy so many different plugins inside of that WordPress just to keep your business, doing right things for you. And the better quality of business you want to build, the more money you have to invest in the infrastructure. So infrastructure started to become so expensive, money like expenses piling and piling and piling, and you have like ordinary people who tried to start online business. They were completely, overwhelmed with technical stuff. So many different applications, so many different logins, so many different, interfaces, different functionality, and you have to keep track. Every application is registered maybe on different cards. That's what I had. So I'm missing payments here. Oh, how come I missed this payment? Oh, the card expired. Okay, I have to update my card. So, when you keep all eggs in different baskets and you run in your business not from one place but from multiple places, you have so many applications, and on top of that you have to spend so much time learning things. Of course, just your time, your focus is distracted, plus you're overwhelmed with your business, and that's where your problem start. And I realize that the biggest problem is not with many other things, but what you are building. As long as you know what type of your business in and where it's sitting, you are good to go. So these days I realize that I don't want to choose any other online business model other than hub-centric business model. I will teach you more about hub-centric business model, why it's much more superior than any other business models that you heard of. That's in my opinion, this is like the core. Any business can be built based on hub-centric business model, where basically speaking, you holding everything, all your assets, business assets, in one spot. So you don't need to go to different applications. Everything can be done from one spot. And yeah, I'm big fan of this approach, because just this alone makes you feel so easier, less technically, squeezed and overwhelmed. And when you have just one platform or one infrastructure where you can build your entire business, your entire hub, and run your business, doesn't matter what you want to do. Is it based on affiliate-centric, affiliate-based? You want to be like affiliate, or you want to be a network marketer, or you want to continue as a product creator, or maybe you just creating mastermind pieces. Whatever you want to become, it is possible just by making your infrastructure easier. And I'm very positive. I'm very pumped about hub-centric business model, and I want to show you more and teach you about and show you how we can eliminate so many problems down the road by doing just whatever you're doing, but using hub-centric business model as a model. So when you sit and build your entire business on a ground, and you know that no one owns anything. For example, you run in your business, you try to bring people to your community where? On Facebook, or maybe you run in Circle or school applications, and you build in your community, let's say on school application. So you're paying monthly fees, whatever, $100, $150, just to get access to that community. And imagine how many effort you spend to bring people to your community, and in the end of the day, that's not your platform. You're not the owner. You don't own your own community. That's what I mean. And that, my friend, is kind of a disaster. You want to build your business where you own your asset. And that was my major problem. This is a model that will last for, I truly believe, like at least 10-15 years, as long as people understand, start to rebuild, and most of the companies will start building their companies on just hub-centric concept, just by bringing and keeping all their business assets in one spot. So I want to be the one who is leading you the right direction and showing this way before you see it from anybody else. And yeah, I'm very happy to be here. This is what I'm doing for my business. This is what I'm teaching other people to do for their business. And yeah. So in this channel, I am showing my thinking. And I invite you to join my community on my personal hub. It's free, you don't have to pay anything. And that's where I'm trying to build my group, where we do this together. So I will show you how exactly, step by step, I'm doing it. And yeah, I will share most of my stuff here, but some stuff, I will keep for my people in my community, because I would have more time spending there in my community and answering maybe one-on-one questions when people get stuck. They have someone, they have me personally responsible for questions they have, and I can answer. So that's where my responsibility is, to show you what I know, to share with your knowledge, my knowledge with you, and help you to build your hub, your business, and launch your business and grow it. Maybe if you didn't launch, then you will launch it. If you have your business, you might want to just make a little switch and turn into be a hub-centric business. But about hub-centric business, I'll talk about more in my next video. Okay, my friends, so please don't feel dumb or stupid, or that something is wrong for you. No, it's not true. When you have resources, when you have right tools and right person to show you the way, you can do so many things. It's much easier, much faster, much cheaper. You don't need to spend so much money. You have so much better options by just doing right thing. So it's time to revise what you're doing and how you're doing, and we will talk about the rest in my next video. Thank you for watching. Talk to you soon.